What's good, everybody? It's your boy Editor626 here, bringing you finally an actual commentary here on some Star Wars Battlefront. So, before I get into anything, I do want to acknowledge the gameplay. This is an extraction gameplay that I got during the Outer Rim DLC weekend, I believe, which was last weekend or 2 weekends ago. From this point, which is May 22nd, so I don't know if it was this past weekend or whatever, but I don't have the DLC actually, so it was nice to actually play this. Like, DICE and EA let us play it for a weekend. I thought it was a pretty good DLC, sort of. Some of the maps I like more than others, which is what I'm going to explain here. I also want to discuss the travesty that happened on Friday, Bellator 155, because I need to express my anger about this. It's just annoying the shit out of me. And so yeah, it's just annoying the crap out of me. As you can see, I'm going to work with Han Solo here. So what was I gonna say? Oh, but before I do that, I just want to thank you guys for the support that you guys been giving to the Extremely Badass Championship Wrestling Backlash pay-per-view. I thought it did fairly well for beginning for the first pay-per-view, in my opinion. I mean, the views will always go up at some point, so I'm happy with. I'm really happy with how it went. I really am. So that's besides the point. So the Outer Rim DLC. I'll tell you this much: after playing it for a good couple days, when I was able to have time to play the game, I noticed a couple things. One, I definitely like the Jabba's Palace maps a lot more than the Sullust maps. If you don't know what Sullust is basically the map where all the factories and shit are. Like, the factories where they make the TIE fighters and crap. You know, I've seen... You probably know what I'm talking about if you saw it, if you don't know the planet name, but you know, it's like a really rocky, you know, muddy looking area with like magma all over the place. And as you know, for those who are actually Star Wars fans, Tatooine is actually on Jabba's Palace is actually on the planet Tatooine, which is like a desert map. So I personally enjoyed the Jabba's Palace maps a lot more than the Sullust maps. The problem I have with the Sullust maps was the fact that there's way too many levels, dude. Way too many levels on that map. It's like a huge map, but only because there's so many places to get on. Like, if you're on a map with say, you know, 10 people or something, or in a game with like 10 people on each side, which I think that's what Extraction is. I don't know. I could be wrong. You know, that's a big-ass map, dude. The Sullust maps are big as shit. And there's so many levels to them that it's so annoying to play, really. Like, because you don't know where they're going to come out from you. Like, they're going to shoot you from above, and you'll be like, okay, why the fuck is he over there? I had that scenario a couple times. Like, I had people shoot me from a goddamn platform above me, and I'm saying to myself, why the fuck is this even here? You know, I was pretty pissed off about it. In other things, the heroes. I don't know what the hell the heroes are. I know Greedo is a hero, and I know Greedo from Episode 4, where, you know, the guy that Han Solo killed in the bar. I don't know what the hell the other thing is. Someone should probably enlighten me on that, because I don't know what the hell that thing is. And quite frankly, I think that hero pisses me off more than... Actually, they both kind of piss me off a little bit, because in this gameplay, I get my ass kicked by Greedo for no apparent reason. After that nice run I had with Han Solo, yeah, thanks. They could thank Greedo for kind of ruining the rest of it. Who else? Yeah, like I said, I don't know what the hell the other thing is. I don't know the name of it. It's just really, I get killed by it a lot in games like Walker Assault, and I'm like saying to myself, Jesus, dude, like, this thing won't stop killing me, and it's really annoying. So, and to basically sum up everything I've said, I probably am not a huge. I'm not a huge fan. I'm not big on this DLC for the fact that I hate pretty much half the maps. You know, I hate the Solace maps. I really do. I think the Solace maps are probably one of the most poorly made maps I've seen on the game. That and I've seen a couple poorly made maps, but this is probably one of the most poorly made maps I've seen on this game. Like, just Solace only. Like this map I like. I like the Jabba's Palace Garage thing. It's pretty cool. I do like it. I think it flows a lot better. So now that I'm done with the Outer Rim DLC, let's address the elephant in the room. Bellator 155, specifically the main event. Oh god damn it! I knew this. Let me set this up for you. For people who don't watch MMA, in a championship fight, which was the middleweight title on the line, in a championship fight, you have. And there's that little fucker Greedo. I paused just because I knew that was him on the screen since I'm watching it back as I'm talking to you. Okay, for a middleweight title, you have 5 rounds that are 5 minutes. This fight was composed of 2 fighters. One was named Rafael Carvalho, whatever the hell you say his name. He's Brazilian, so I don't know how they say their names sometimes. And Melvin Manhoef, who is a well-known kickboxer and MMA fighter. He's known for his knockout power. This fight, the whole show kind of made me feel like I didn't like the whole show. And this fight definitely did not make it any easier for me not to like this event, because I really thought I was going to like this event. They had a couple great fights that I was really interested in, and it turns out they did not go as how I thought they were going to go, which is pretty much how most fights I look forward to in MMA end up. This fight I thought was going to end up in a knockout in the second round, at the most. No. Not only do I watch probably the most boring main event of all time, that lasted 25 minutes, excluding the minute breaks you get in between rounds. This fight lasted 25 minutes and it consisted of absolutely fucking nothing. But if anything did happen in this fight, it was mostly Melvin Manhoef doing all the work, because Rafael Carvalho fought like a scared little bitch, and he's the champion. The commentators, no less, said the exact same thing, not in those words. They said if he's the champion, he should have an urge to fight. He should, because he was losing, so we thought, he was losing this fight. Everyone watching the fight thought he was losing it, because he wasn't doing anything. He did nothing to try and get himself out of the hole that he was digging himself in. And everyone thought Melvin Manhoef did the fight. Now, keep in mind, like I said this on Twitter, for a fight that really had nothing happen to it, Melvin Manhoef did more work than the actual champion, Rafael Carvalho. So when the fight ends, it goes to the judges. Now the judges scoring, I don't know if anyone's familiar with MMA, but the judges scoring is always, shit most of the time when it goes to decision. And what the hell do the judges do? This is probably the most dumbest. This baffled me so hard, so bad on this one. The judges score the fight a split decision in favor of Carvalho. And he didn't do anything! I swear on my life, he did absolutely nothing. I saw the fight. You can watch it on YouTube if it ever comes up. I saw the fight. Rafael Carvalho did absolutely nothing, and Melvin Manhoef was the one aggressing him. All he did was walk backwards the last 2 or 3 rounds. It was such a damn shame to watch. The commentators were baffled. Jimmy Smith, who's one of the commentators, he's more color than play-by-play, I think. He even said, in a job that we have to talk, I'm speechless, because he was pissed that that's how the decision went. Everyone on social media I saw was angry as hell. Melvin Manhoef, in Jimmy Smith's words, he gave him a hug after the fight, apparently. I read his Twitter. He said he was devastated. And quite frankly, I think I don't blame him, because I think he was royally screwed out of his first ever title win. I really do believe that. So that's my thoughts on Bellator 155. Complete shit show. Rafael Carvalho, you should be fucking ashamed of yourself, really. And that's my thoughts. Outer Rim DLC, Bellator 155. I don't even know how to explain this any further than I have. So with that being said, I hope you all enjoyed this video. I will definitely catch you on the next one. See y'all later.